Welcome to the course of Analog Communication. Myself Prabhakar, working as assistant professor in Department of ECE. So in the last session we discussed about transmitter. We discussed about types of classification of transmitter based upon frequency, applications, and according to the power levels. So according to the power level we classified into two types. One is a AM transmitter and low level transmitter and high level transmitter. So in the last class we discussed about, in the last session we discussed about AM transmitter, both low power and high power. So in this class we will discuss about FM transmitter. So depending upon the type of modulation used, we will be classifying the transmitter as AM transmitter or FM transmitter. If you are using a frequency modulation, we will be calling it as a FM transmitter. So in FM transmitter, the FM signal is transmitted by a transmitter, and you know what is an FM? That is, frequency of the carrier is varied in proportion to the amplitude of the modulating signal, that is a message signal. If you are changing the amplitude of the carrier signal in accordance with the amplitude of the message, it is called as AM, whereas if you are changing the frequency of the carrier in proportion to the amplitude of the message, it is called as FM. So I think we have discussed already in the first unit and second unit. So main application is used in radio, TV sound broadcasting and police wireless transmission. And I think you will be knowing about the frequency band of an FM. It is ranging from 88 MHz to 108 MHz. Normally all the FM station will be operating only at this frequency, that is from 88 MHz to 108 MHz. If you can take any FM radiation 92.7, 93.5, 106.4, whatever may be, the range of operation is from 88 to 108 MHz. So in AM we classified the transmitter into two types. One is a low power and next one is a high power transmitter. In FM it will be classified as, depending upon the type of modulation used, that is a direct modulated or indirect modulated. And I think we have studied we discussed about this in the third unit itself, that is in frequency modulation and phase modulation. Direct method is there, indirect method is there. Indirect method, the other name is Armstrong method. So this one is a direct method, that is a variable reactance FM transmitter, and this one is a indirect method. So methods of FM generation, first one is a direct method and second one will be indirect method. Direct method you will be using a variable reactance type, that is either you will be using a oscillator or a FET which will be used as an oscillator. So depending upon the change in voltage, it will be generating the frequency, FM generation. Direct method, as I told, frequency of the carrier is changed directly in proportion with the modulating signal amplitude. That is, FM means you will be changing the frequency of the carrier in proportion with the amplitude of the message signal. If it is changed directly, it is called as direct FM generation. That is, will be frequency of the carrier is changed directly in proportion with the modulating signal amplitude. And types of direct method, we will be having two types. One is a reactance modulator and another one is a varactor diode modulator. So varactor diode, depending upon the voltage, it will be producing the variable diode, variable capacitance diode or varactor diode we will be calling. And first type is a reactance. So for reactance we will be using a tank circuit, parallel combination of both L and C. So this is a block diagram of FM transmitter. So the first part is the reactance modulator. It will be giving the input, that is, depending upon the input voltage, it will be generating the output frequency. Then for oscillator we will be using for generating the carrier, then frequency multiplier, followed by the, for power amplification you will be using class C power amplifier. That is a reactance modulator, oscillator, frequency multiplier and class C power amplifier. Why you are using this frequency multiplier means, so we have to generate harmonic of frequency. That is a combination of multiple of frequency. So only we will be using the frequency multiplier. Oscillator is for generating the carrier frequency. So this is a direct type FM. That is, as I told, this is a reactance part. This one is a variable reactance diode, and you will be using the tank circuit. We will be knowing what is a tank circuit, the parallel combination of inductor and capacitor will be collected as a tank circuit. So this is the modulating signal. That is your message signal. Modulating signal is nothing but a message signal, and this one is the variable reactance device. So the message signal is directly multiplied with the carrier signal. The carrier signal is generated, that is the frequency of the carrier is varied in accordance with the amplitude of the message signal. So we will be varying this frequency by using this tank circuit in accordance with the amplitude of this message signal. So depending upon the amplitude level, so this is a carrier signal for example, and this one will be depending upon the, we will be changing the frequency of the carrier signal directly in proportional to the amplitude of the message signal. So this one is a direct method, that is, we will be directly changing the frequency of the carrier in proportional to the amplitude of the message signal. The frequency of the carrier is changed by using the tank circuit, which is a parallel combination of L and C. So this one, variable reactance modulator. When the variable reactance of the device varies with the modulating signal, the oscillator generates the corresponding FM signal. So if you are changing the variable reactance with the proportional to the modulating signal, the oscillator will be generating the output will be a FM signal. That is, you are changing the frequency of the carrier proportional to the amplitude of the message signal. That is a FM modulation. So in the reactance modulator, a transistor or a FET operates as a variable reactance. So normally in FM modulation, you will be using either a transistor or a field effect transistor, which will be operated as a variable reactance, that is a inductive or capacitive device. Normally tank circuit is a parallel combination of inductor and capacitor. So either you can use FET as a FET for generating the frequency, the variable reactance. So this device is connected across the tuned circuit of an oscillator. So we discussed in the block diagram itself. So this one. So this is a variable reactance device. That is, here I will be using the FET, and it is directly connected to the oscillator tank circuit, through which the frequency of the carrier is varied proportional to the amplitude of the message. Direct type, from the name itself we can tell it as you are directly doing operation of by changing the frequency in accordance with the amplitude. So normally the reactance device what I will be using is a FET as a reactant device, and it is connected across the tuned circuit, that is a oscillator circuit, tuned circuit or tank circuit. So as the instantaneous value of the modulating voltage changes, the reactance offered by the transistor or FET will change proportionally. So depending upon the voltage what you are applying, instantaneous value of the modulating voltage the reactance offered by the transistor or FET will be getting changed proportionally. So depending upon the voltage, variable reactance, this is normally this is a FET. So depending upon the input voltage or the variable voltage, the value of this will be changing, reactance. So depending upon the instantaneous value of the voltage changes the reactance offered by the, so depending upon the input voltage the reactance value will be changing. So will change the, which in turn change the modulating signal. So this is a block diagram of FM transmitter using reactance modulator. Audio frequency voltage amplifier, free emphasis circuit, then this one is a reactance tube. For generating carrier frequency we will be using oscillator. Then buffer amplifier, we already discussed what is the purpose of buffer amplifier. To avoid the overloading of current, we will be using the buffer amplifier, and these are the frequency doubler or frequency multiplier, and last one is a RF power amplifier. Normally we will be using a class C power amplifier. So carrier frequency is 32 megahertz, we will be getting the frequency deviation of 25 kilohertz, and if the carrier frequency is 96 megahertz, frequency deviation will be 75 kilohertz. So this is about your transmitter. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Thank you.